Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have LEGO Star Wars set number 75323, the Justifier, to share with you guys from the infamous Bad Batch TV series, which I am a huge fan of. I'm really excited to share the set with you guys and review it in great detail. So without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we're going to take a look at the minifigs included in this set here. And right off the bat, we have Cad Bane, and I'm super impressed by the amount of detail that LEGO have included in this minifig. The torso and leg piece are immaculate. They match so incredibly well together. On the side, we have black arms, and we have the back printing, which is covered by this tank piece that he has on, which he needs to breathe. Taking a look at the head there, I think that the printing looks fantastic. It is printed on top of a normal headpiece. And the hat can be removed to uncover a stud at the very top there. The tubes are a separate piece that can be found around the neck there, connecting to the back of this little oxygen tank type of thing. And honestly, it looks like it's a part of the head. Like at first, I thought it was like connected to the actual headpiece, and I thought that was crazy cool. But then I realized it was a separate piece. Regardless, it's really awesome to get. This minifig is definitely a highlight of the set here, and I think that it looks fantastic. Moving on, we have a look at Omega, and I think she looks so adorable and very accurate to the actual Omega from the TV series. I love her torso design there. The arm printing is fantastic. The back printing is accurate as well, and also the head there is pretty cool to see. As you can see there, comparing her with Hunter's headpiece, they both have the same flesh tone, considering that they are both clones, so that's really awesome to see that that detail was carried throughout the minifig design process. She does have an alternate face print, which looks fantastic, where she looks quite angry, and the initial face print is also really cool to get. Next up, we have a look at Fennec Shand, and I absolutely love the amount of detail on the torso and leg piece. She is honestly my favorite minifig in this set, and I found her to be a pretty fantastic character in the show. And on the side, she has some arm printing, which is fantastic to see. I'm really loving the amount of care the Star Wars designers are putting into their minifigs these days. Underneath the helmet, she has a pretty fantastic face print that I absolutely love. She has some scratches there on the side. She has her cheekbones and a pretty cool expression carried throughout both face prints. So here's a look at Fennec Shand with her hairpiece that's included in the set. Very nice to see, and overall, I'm very pleased with this minifig. Next up, we have Hunter, and Hunter is looking really awesome in minifig form, just like how he looked in the Bad Batch shuttle set that came out last year. He has some really cool printing on his torso. His leg piece and his helmet design is fantastic. At the very back, he also has some printing there, which I think worked so well with the rest of the minifig, and I love the metallic silver used for this minifig. Really awesome, and I love how it shines as well. Underneath the helmet, he has his amazing face print featuring his skull tattoo, which I think looks so cool, his bandana, and at the very back, his face print as well, just an angrier variant of the original. And that little skull on his bandana is just so cool in my opinion. I love it so much. Here he is with his hair, which I think complements the minifig so well, and in general, I'm really happy with this Hunter minifig. Last but not least, we have Toto 360, which is Cad Bane's assistant droid. In general, really cute little design here. It's like a single mold, and I think that it is so well executed. And here's a look at the back of it. We have like a hollow inside, which I think is cool. And yeah, really awesome, cute little droid. Last but not least, we have a side build with 3 crates here. Again, a cute little filler build, and I think that it does the trick here. Pretty cool. I like it. Now that we have the minifigs out of the way, it is now time to take a look at the actual build of the ship itself, which should be super exciting. Right here we have a look at the Justifier build itself, and I think that it looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the amount of detail on it from the outside and also from the inside, despite the interior being quite crammed and tiny. It makes sense for a ship like this. I would have preferred to have actual room in the center of the ship to have my minifig stand and, hang out and stuff, but I guess it's not really possible, considering that we have this little section here that's supposed to go up and down, which we will take a look at later on in this video. You can't exactly have a little hallway there, I guess, but it is what it is. Regardless, it's a pretty fun feature to have that fold up and down. The wings are a little bit deceiving though, because you can actually still rotate it back and forth like so, and it just kind of features like this technical interior design, which is a little bit awkward in my opinion. You're supposed to kind of like take this little bullet here and recharge the spring-loaded shooter, which I think is neat, but it's kind of like weird because you can't fit anything other than that one piece there. I don't know if it's just me, but it's kind of awkward. We have a playability feature where we can essentially release this lower landing pad area, which is quite nice to play with, especially for landing purposes. And you can just close that like so. I guess the hinge here kind of aids in creating an angular type of design for the wings here, which works quite well. And for some spring-loaded shooter action, here it goes. If I can get it to work. How does this thing even work? It's been too long. How do you get this to work? Oh, there we go. It just flew. At the very bottom, we also have this hinge type of configuration and these landing pads on either side of the ship itself. At the very center, we have a sticker, which I wish wasn't stickered because we have some bubbling going on there. I guess it's because it's like a clear piece that has a sticker on top, which is kind of transparent. On the side, we also have another sticker for the windshield and another sticker on this side as well, which is the same as this one. I just really wish they printed these pieces. That would have been a lot better, and it would have eliminated a lot of stress and bubbles, you know, when applying these stickers there. We also have another sticker on the side there, and naturally the exact same sticker on this side as well. Now, what's kind of disappointing is the only area you can actually play around with is this frontal portion of the ship. Now, all you have to do is lift this section here, which can completely come off, which is neat. And you get this tiny interior, which is supposed to basically house Cad Bane. At the very front, we have two control panels and a spot for Cad Bane to sit inside. Again, very tiny, very crammed, if you will. We have a lightsaber and we have a detonator as well, which is really cool. And on the inside, right here, we have really cool red transparent bricks that is supposed to serve as like the little jail cell for Omega, which is really awesome. I love how everything behind this red piece becomes a dark shade of red, so that's really cool. Here's a little demo. So you basically, well, she was eager to go to jail, that's for sure. You basically take your victim, you pop them inside of there, and there you go. She's just hanging out behind this red transparent type of jail cell, so that's cool. It's kind of hard to get her out of there, actually, because my fingers are not the smallest, I guess. So if you're a kid, though, this would be pretty easy to play with and to move around. But I mean, again, the interior is kind of crammed and hard to play with, which I don't like at all, in my opinion. I guess it's essentially the price one would pay to get a nice display piece, because it's kind of hard to find a Lego set that has a nice interior and a nice exterior. So I guess the balance really isn't there yet. And as you move along to the back of the build here, everything here is kind of sturdy. You don't exactly have anywhere to like open up to play around with from the inside. It's kind of like a pizza build. It's really thin on the sides there as well. And right here we have like an exposed type of interior design for the ship here, which is quite nice to see. We have a variety of studded bricks, wheels, you know, the usual to get this kind of effect here, which is nice to see. And lastly, we have one of the primary playability features of this set, this little tail section here that can rotate upwards and features this little engine configuration, which is nice with these transparent blue pieces. It can also go downwards. You can see the mechanism occur here with those Technic pieces, which is nice to play with. It's kind of sturdy. When you have the back tail piece positioned upwards, it does look quite nice, and it kind of shows off the entire flying effect here. Well guys, that pretty much brings a wrap to this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on purchasing the set on release day. In general, it's a pretty nice display piece. The play space is quite limited. It does look quite nice on display, especially when the tail piece is pushed upwards there. Stay tuned because I'll be reviewing 2 other 2022 summer LEGO Star Wars sets coming very soon to the channel. And on that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.